Season's greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Every day, the Martian war machine tramples through London. Families are separated, millions are dead, and there is bloody red weed growing in my study. Why then am I so happy, you may well ask? Well, I will tell you why. I have once again been privileged enough to see a moving picture from the future. This moving picture has filled me with joy and hope because now I know that in the distant future of 1964, the Martian menace will finally and decisively be conquered. By Santa! This moving picture unfortunately begins with some bloody awful future music.
S-A-N-T-A-C-L-A-U-S, hooray for Santa Claus! You spell it S-A-N-T-A-C-L-A-U-S, hooray for Santa Claus! Hooray for Santa Claus! Yay, yay for Santa Claus! Hooray for Santa Claus! Now all year long at the North Pole, he's busy making toys, but he knows just what to do.
Anyway, following that racket, we're whisked away to the North Pole, where a journalist meets with the Honorable Saint Nick. Santa shows this twonk and his magical recording device around his humble abode, where toys are being prepared for all of the wonderful children of Earth. Meanwhile, on Mars, the King of Mars, Kimar, meets with Dropo, a Martian who appears to either be insane or possessed.
Stand up.
Turn up that decollete!
Stand up. Dropo, you are the laziest man on Mars. Why are you sleeping during working hours?
I wasn't sleeping, Chief. It's just that I haven't been able to sleep these last few nights. I forgot how. So I was just practicing.
It amazes me that a race so technologically advanced would allow such a social degenerate to run freely within their city. Had this insane Martian grown up in a civilized society, he would have already been cured of his insanity with a good dose of shock treatments and a lobotomy. In any case, Kimar asks Dropo where his children can be found, and we see that the two Martian abominations are sat watching the journalist interview Santa.
Almost like a real live little girl.
That she is, sir. That she is. All she needs is tender, loving care.
Gomar, what is a doll? I don't know, Gomar. What is tender loving care?
They're not for you. After briefly conversing with them, Kimar sends his vile spawn to sleep before joining his hideous wife in the kitchen.
Kimar, I bought some new food pills. I hope the children will eat these. We have hamburger, buttered asparagus, mashed potatoes, and a special treat for them, chocolate layer cake pills.
Food pills, eh? I was unaware that you Martians ate anything. Except for human flesh. Where were your hamburger pills when you were devouring my wife? After discussing their filthy eating habits, Kimar expresses worry regarding the children of Mars. It appears that the horrible spawn are behaving strangely and refusing to eat or sleep. Whilst I find the idea of Martians starving to death to be most appealing, Kimar does not, and calls a meeting on the surface of Mars. There, amongst the red weed, Kimar and his council meet with their resident wizard. Anyway, the Martian heretic informs them that he's known that this would happen for centuries, but couldn't really be bothered to tell them. He informs them that in order to save their wretched civilization, Mars must have a Santa Claus.
What is a Christmas?
It's not for you! And so, a group of Martians, led by Kimar, head to Earth in a space carriage to kidnap Saint Nick. Whilst Earth prepares for a second Martian invasion, the Martians, unable to find the real Saint Nick, approach two children.
Billy, what does a Martian look like?
I don't know. Nobody's ever seen one.
I don't believe there are any Martians.
You don't, huh? What would you do if a Martian walked right up behind you?
I scream.
The Martian bastards then kidnap the poor children and take them with them to the North Pole to locate Santa. The children manage to escape, only to be attacked by a deadly polar bear. Luckily, the polar bear quickly gets bored and buggers off, allowing the children to begin their search for Santa's workshop. Unfortunately for them, however, Kimar unleashes a deadly Martian war machine. HMS Thunderchild shall be avenged, you bastard! The children are captured by the mechanized terror, and a Martian named Voldar orders the children's execution. Lucky for them, however, Kimar appears in the nick of time to save them.
What has happened to the great warriors of our planet? Mars used to be the planet of war. Mark my words, Kimar. Your softness will destroy us. Santa Claus, toys, games, laughing children. Well, we shall see. But for now, to your posts. Torg, follow me.
And so, with the children safe, Kimar orders an all-out assault on Santa's workshop. The elves try valiantly to stop the Martian advance, but are frozen by the Martian weapons. The mechanized monster then approaches Santa, ready to strike, when...
The great dog Star. Santa's treating him like a toy. Get him, Torg. Grab him. He's become a toy.
Dear Santa, this Christmas I would like to forego my usual request of scotch and whores, and instead ask that you visit my toilet and remove the Martian war machine that I have locked in there. I haven't defecated for over a week, and the situation is becoming quite desperate. Despite foiling the robot attack, Santa and the children are kidnapped and taken aboard the Martian craft as it leaves for Mars. En route, the treacherous Voldar gives Santa and the children a tour of the ship, ending in the airlock.
It's Voldar! He's going to open the space door.
Who's in the airlock? No one. Now. What's going on, Voldar?
Chief, Santa and the children are missing.
Where are they?
Drifting around in space.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Santa Claus, you're all right. I thought you would...
Well, when Voldar accidentally left us in the airlock, and then came up here and accidentally threw the door switch, we knew we had to get out of there in a hurry, or that would be the end of us. Accidentally, of course.
So he crawled out through the air duct.
The air duct? But the air duct is just a little... And you're so big.
Why, you're talking to Santa Claus, son.
With his plan foiled, Voldar is arrested, but manages to escape as the ship lands on Mars. Mars is then put on high alert, whilst Santa is sent to meet Kimar's horrific young. Within minutes, Santa has the little abominations laughing, eating, and even sleeping. Kima is convinced that Santa is the savior of Mars and builds a workshop for him where he can build toys. Santa agrees to do so, but then realizes the full extent of his situation.
But Santa Claus, you will never return to Earth.
Oui.
Now you belong to Mars.
Ho, ho, ho.
So, Santa begins making toys in the factory, with help from both the lovely children of Earth and the vile spawn of Mars. Meanwhile, Dropo, the insane bastard, decides that he'd quite like to be Santa, and, after Santa retires to his sleeping quarters, takes his robes and dons a fake beard.
My finger isn't tired. I think I'll go down to the workshop and make some more toys. Ho, ho, ho! Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Ho, ho, ho,
Unfortunately for Dropo, Voldar and his cohorts kidnap him, believing him to be Santa. Kima realizes Voldar's mistake just in time for Voldar to deliver his terms.
These are our terms. First, destroy the toy machine. Second, we will release Santa Claus if you promise to send him and the Earthlings back to their planet. Third, no more joy through toys nonsense on Mars.
Santa Claus has powers that you don't know about. All right, arms up. Rigna, Hargo, Lomas, report.
This is Rigna, Kima. Argo and Lomas are with me.
Good. I've got Voldar and Stovo. I'll keep them here in the storeroom of the toy shop. Rigna, you come here and take them off my hands. I want Hargo and Lomas to look for a man named Shim. Tell them to search the caves along the transverse canal.
Right, Kima.
Unfortunately, Voldar and his cohorts manage to overpower Kima and plan to kill Old Saint Nick. Lucky for them, however, they have a plan.
Oh, we meet again, eh?
I don't know how you escape Shim, but you won't escape me. You're through.
Voldar, why don't you, relax?
You're going to relax permanently.
Voldar is finally brought to justice as Dropo appears, having escaped imprisonment. And so, with the treacherous Martians defeated, Santa suggests that Dropo become the Santa of Mars. Santa and the children then leave the foreboding red planet and return to Earth, where one hopes that plans were made to finally obliterate Mars and all of its horrendous population. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is how, in the distant year of 1964, we will finally be rid of the Martian menace. Until then, however, they will continue to siege our cities, destroy our towns, and kill our friends and family. That being the case, I have just one request of you this festive season. A scientist friend of mine has informed me that the Martians might be susceptible to the flu, so I encourage all of you to go out and get bloody sick for your country. Season's greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Reginald Dursington. You already know that, because I told you in the last episode, you fuckers.